to Hardcore Garage. Apparently we can't have a what's in the box because the way they send this, they're not trying to hide a thing. So you know what's in this box. We just need to see what it looks like. I pulled everything out of here as you saw before. We'll get this opened up, lay it out inside of here, and see what it looks like. Let's get this out of here. Guess that's a little more padding than I thought. There's some kind of grommet. Not sure what that's for. Oh, you know, I suppose that would be for a dimmer switch if they had them on the floor like we used to. Let's pull this out. I'll throw it in there. Good. Zoom that in a little. All right. So it doesn't come with any holes for anything. Notice that right off the bat. I think we're probably just going to have to let this thing lay out for a minute and get into the right shape. I'm sure I don't have it all the way up in here. For one thing. Still haven't cut it. I've just been slowly working it around and popping the holes where the seats go. I think that the material is a little softer right where the holes are, because it seems to come through pretty easy. Kind of work it around a little bit and you'll see just like a tad bit of color or something there. Oh, right there. I don't know if you can see it in there, but that's where I think the seat goes through. I can't do it one-handed. But yeah, it's coming through right there. Yeah, you didn't get to see it. Okay, I got this side all formed. I'm gonna have to remove some screws in those back corners, I think, to be able to tuck it in there, which we're gonna remove them to replace them with red anyway. I'm still not wanting to cut that, but I will. Really wasn't that bad. I should have just figured out the place to film before I got in here. But found the center, marked me a mark there for center, and I folded it over till I could find where I knew it was going to at least tuck there, and then I went from the gas pedal over at a diagonal line with my cut. And that's kind of what I'm doing here. Got a marker, kind of marking where I think it should be cut and twisted around and bent and whatnot. This in here has some curves in it, so I'm going to relief cut it, kind of like you would with wood. First thing you need is a big ass pair of scissors. So we'll take this line over to that one. And that's going to allow me to tuck all of that up in there. Really too much above that pad, huh? The pad goes to there. So let's make a mark right here. It's always better to cut twice. You don't want to cut it too short, guys. Here it's going to drop down a little bit, but I'm going to continue to cut across to my mark. Maybe. It's a little bit of a curve there. Just freeballing it. And there it is. Pretty easy. Looks a little intimidating at first. But that's really the only place that needed cut was on that tunnel. Every place else laid in really nice. I don't know if those holes were weak right in that spot on purpose, but they all seem to punch through pretty easy. These two outside ones are pointed, which is interesting. That's where your bench seat would go. And the others are flat, like they've been added later. I mean, they're factory mounts and stuff, but kind of an interesting little fact. Well, that's the ACC automotive carpet install. Pretty simple. That carpet kit there was $160-ish. We got it from Amazon. Tried Rock Auto 3 times, struck out, whatever. Decided to try somebody else. Couldn't get a hold of anyone to speak to somebody in person at Rock Auto. Didn't on Amazon either, but they had what we wanted, said it was in stock. Rock Auto screwed me 3 times, which now I'll still use Rock Auto. I just had to move on. I know it was something odd wanting red carpet, so I'm not blaming them at all, but the way their system was, it just shouldn't be listed as in stock if it's not. And that was really my beef, is having to wait several days. The first one was like 2 weeks before they sent me a message saying that it wasn't in. Didn't like that. So anyway, we moved on, went to another place. It's still the same company, you know, ACC. I tried to find their main company. Maybe I'm just stupid and looked over their website, but this is what we came up with. It's going to work. We're going to pull this back out. We're going to soundproof and heat shield the floor. These aftermarket carpets just don't have the type of insulation that a factory one does. It's just way lighter. So that'll help with the heat and noise in the road. Stay tuned. Keep on trucking.